Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be looking at the Galaxy S10 Plus. I'll keep this brief. As you know, this is a very good phone. This is an excellent phone. If you've seen any reviews on it and you're familiar with Samsung, they make arguably the best Android phones out there, and they rival the iPhone. Now, I will say if you're upgrading from a Note 9, it's not worth it. I mean, unless you're future proofing, and I did mention that in a previous video, but even then, you're wasting money and kind of defeating the purpose of buying used. I buy used phones just so that I can avoid the depreciation of smartphones. I mean, they depreciate so fast that if you get one a year later, it's going to be a great value. And then also, you know how it's going to age. You know if it has major issues and things like that because people will have put the phone through its paces within a year's time. So that's great. And so what I'll say about this phone is that I like it because it has 6.4 inches. So it is Note sized, but it is lighter than the Note. And then the hole punch design is different. It's a departure from the Note 9 that I had and from previous Samsung phones, but it's not that big of a deal, guys. One of the things that I kind of like to do is watch YouTube videos. So that's one of my favorite things to do with the phone. So I usually text, call, or watch YouTube videos. Those are the primary functions of my phone, and those trump social media for me. So anyway, if I'm watching a YouTube video, and I watch Motor Week a lot too because it's a great channel. Okay, so I have the phone in landscape mode, and then we're gonna go ahead, well, it's already at full screen. So that's original size, and this is full screen. And if you notice their content, it's kind of weird because it's older, but here's the notch right here. So even in a situation where the screen's not completely black on the side, the notch is not very noticeable. I mentioned this earlier, but the screen is excellent. The speakers on this phone are excellent. They're a little bit better than the Note 9. And it does still retain the headphone jack, which is a great thing. And then also, so that's kind of what makes it better, a little bit better than the Note 10. And then also this phone has the WQHD Plus option. So all Galaxy S10 Pluses can go above 1080p, whereas if you buy a regular Note 10, it's only a 1080p display, which to me is just a ripoff. If you're paying $1,000 or buying a formerly $1,000 phone, it should definitely be able to go above 1080p resolution. I just feel like I should have that option, even though I don't use it very much. So that's just my gripe. So the fingerprint scanner under the screen, it is a little bit slower than the other one. That's not really a drawback to me. And then when you flip this over, one of the cool things is it does have a wide angle camera. So that's a plus. You know, it has an extra camera. Other than that, the camera performance is just as good as the Note 9. Other than that, the selfie camera is a little bit better than the Note 9. You really won't be able to tell unless you're doing those side by side. So I would just say stick with your Note 9 if you have that. The thing about this phone, though, if you do have like a Galaxy S9 or S9 Plus with 4 gigs of RAM, this phone does have 8 gigs of RAM. So that's a plus. It has a 4100 milliamp hour battery. That's another plus. It has a more efficient processor. So it's going to, perform a little bit better, be a little bit more future-proof, but I don't expect the Note 9 to slow down anytime soon, or the S9 or S9 Plus for that matter. So I think you're good with those. I just wanted to make a quick video on this phone just to say it's excellent and give you reasons that I honestly would not upgrade from the S9, Note 9, or the Note 9 series. Like it's just not worth it, but this is an excellent phone if you are considering it for whatever reason. So thank you for watching.